Hey, welcome back to turn 38 of Hell in the Hedgerows. And we're pretty much going to press go here. Just in the last one we did that little like force analysis of Jen's stuff, so we're reckoning that he has, you know, up to 4 companies of infantry at his fingertips. So about 12 platoons. If we start counting things off, if we think a platoon over here and a platoon in the village and a platoon over here and a platoon, that's only 4. So we could only really be engaging like a third of his strength here, but we'll see. As usual, we're pushing up here towards the village. There's some Tommy pixel trupping down here who are running away. And we'll see if the anti-tank gun can stop shooting trees and take out that Sherman. The plus side, it probably means it's also difficult for the Sherman to hit it. But we'll see. And we've got some of the pixel trap in the outpost line here are going to be moving back. Because I'm sure this line here is about to get mortared. I swear I'm seeing spotting rounds. But anyway, let's see what happened. What do we get this time? Ooh, more bodies in there. Have to have a closer look at that. Oh, another tank up there somewhere. Let's hear how our little 2-man expendable scout team down here is doing. Was there not? Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything, should I? That's entirely my fault. Great. But they spotted something before they died. That's good. We want that. And yep, that's got to be the last of the Fokker Wolf ammo going off down there. Alright, yep, AT gun failed to perform again, but at least it's safe. Right, let's check what happened down on this side quickly. I think we just had a bit of small arms fire going out from these guys pretty much. Just taking pot shots at these Tommies down here. And then at these ones, you know, this little contact over here is kind of simmering away. I don't think there's, you know, there's not really much pain coming in on either side. A lot of suppression from the 42. It's probably our saving grace here. Let's just check what we got up here. Oh, hello there. That is a Firefly. We know we saw a tank contact up here at one point. Yeah, that's where it came in. That's... So Jen's obviously wants to get rid of the panthers up here. Is he going to stick it in here? Well, we're going to move the panthers, so that's not going to help. Could be interesting actually to see what happens now that he's moved that one. That's probably... You know, we've got a gap in the fence there, haven't we? He had this one sat in here. That's the one that took the Stug out, so maybe he's... yeah, it's not a big jump to push it down here, push it across the road, and bring it up. That's a normal Sherman, isn't it? And bring it up this way to where it can bear on the Panthers. So, A, that tells me that Jen might be a little bit worried about what's going on here. Probably not that worried. But it just kind of remember when I said at the start when we were kind of looking up the terrain, saying that these roads, now that they're the wrong way around for the scenario, are going to be great for moving from flank to flank. That's exactly what General's doing here. So I am kind of sort of wanting to head attack down here, perhaps, seeing as though if you just move something over there, but he'd be able to move that back really quick. And let's see who can see all these. Our single 42 gunner here. Oh no, he's got a buddy. What were they doing? Oh yeah, they're just... time getting shot up by the zombies there. Yeah, and once again I've forgotten about the bleeding... Fucker wolf. Yeah, it's shooting up something in the hedgerow down here. Probably not tremendously effective, that. So yeah, that's the right flank. No real change there. We've moved off effectively. We'll start getting those teams up. Let's that squad there. Really want to enfilade that. Right, let's see what do we get down in the village, because we had a few contacts pop up. Oh, that's a single pixel shotgun, a single rifleman. Jen's moving back up there, so he might be stashing it in that building so he can see what I've got going on. Don't think it's going to go very well for him, seeing as though there's a Panther and two 42s up that road. But, yeah, look at him run. Hats off to the little bugger. I'll check that out in a second. Oh, there he goes again. I think he got away. Escaped through the hole in the building there. Yeah, I think that's about it for the centre. Let's see, what are these last ones? These yeah, 75mm shells. So hopefully we've adjusted that now. Unlikely to be 75mm then if 3 of them fell quickly, because there's only 2 tubes in the battery. That could do with a closer look perhaps. Right, let's see what you guys manage. Nothing. Be nice if we could at least cut the trees down. Oh, bloody hell, there's 3 tanks there. Yeah, Jen is really starting to show himself. So we've got 2 Shermans up front. And then he's hiding another Sherman behind the dead Firefly. So yeah. Best not to go that way, I think. Let's see, what happens to you lot? Apart from bad things. So, yeah, Sten down here. Do we get any spots? And some more rifle fire from this direction. That's a HQ team. Yeah, a little guy with his little aggressive plumbing there. death by then. Yeah, let's not send anybody else down there. Not because we couldn't. Oh, how close did we get with that one? Hit the tree directly in front of the... Ah! You're running out of ammo. Comedy. So yeah, we're probably best off not pushing that direction, because like I was saying, when we look at it, it's got, you know, this line, this line, this line, this line, this line. We know there's a Vickers in here. We've got the tanks at the back, more tanks at the back, the tank destroyer at the back. Yeah, let's not do that. So what we'll do is we'll leave a bit of a holding force here, the remnants of this platoon, and we've got this platoon here as backup, and then we have an entire, you know, we have mortars, machine guns, and a whole nother platoon stashed away down here, and we'll bring them round this way to back up the attack on the village, which looks like it's probably going to be our best bet. If we turn the objectives back on, looks like you know, at least pushing down to secure the railway bridge. Is going to be an option, because it's more difficult for General to deploy his tank support, basically. We've got a little bit of a reverse slope to deal with. Hopefully, if we do have any tank problems down here, they're going to be within Panzerschreck range. And then, once we've done that, I'm not sure, we can either... I don't know. We'll see what General does. It's probably the worst possible decision to make. But either way, let's start. Sorting things out here. Anytime you guys want to... actually, you can't see anything from there, can you? If we set you up here, what can you see from here? Bits and bobs, that'll do. I think there might be a few Tommies at least in there, so let's move the 42 up there. We're starting to get a decent sized nucleus of troops here now. Which is going to fairly expand our options. Burn, let's move the Panzerschreck up, because the Panzerschreck could actually be quite useful in the you know, the urban warfare. Not if you fire it off inside a building, that's silly, because that's a really good way to get yourself burnt terribly. But if it's if it hits something, it should be pretty effective. We've got the 20mm moving up that we might be able to stash. If we can stash it in the woods somewhere, that should do terrible, nasty things to whatever's down in the village. And now those guys are back up. We'll start pepper potting them back up here, this way. just that panther out of there and that one out of there. And we'll see if we can't move it into this wood here and get it down. I don't think we can go through there, that's probably too thick, but we can get it across the ford. Where's the ford? There's the ford, and then move it up. I don't know, but we'll have it there anyway. This remained kind of comical as the old AT gun there, and they are, yeah, they're hoovering up the remains of their buddies, so that's good, that's good. But let's leave the 42s there for the time being, I think. Seeing as though Jen has a big mass of forces over here, obviously we just want to avoid it. No sense in, or no sense whatsoever in just getting ourselves killed for the sake of sticking our nose out over there. Now, is there anywhere where I can... That corner there, or this bit here, can we, from here potentially, oh yes we can, somebody is about to have a really bad day. Let's see if we can't move that team up. Seeing as though these guys here are obvious, well, seem at least quite safe. We'll see if we can't move a mortar up. Oh, you are on the wrong side of the hedge, aren't you? We'll see if we can't move a mortar up and start dropping some mortar rounds on. Why didn't I think of this before? That corner there, just check the LOS, so it should be okay. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'd love to have a tank down here, but that's not going to happen, what with the Bocage and everything. So I need to start thinking, how do I want to use my Panthers? Because I'm not using them at the moment. How do I want to... I mean, can I stash one in here? What can... those guys can't see any tanks, so it's probably not worth it. We can't see anything there. Also got that Sherman behind there, I can't forget about that. We could blow the church up. That'd be funny. Not because we're blowing a church up, just because I'm trying to get at what's on the other side. But I don't think anything doing that would have a really good time surviving, so... Yeah, let's start moving these 42s up here. Why can't you see that? Because are we in the wrong square or what? let's stash you in here. And the other one, you're going to be going this way then. Get you in there. I think that's about all we can do. Let's just check to see that the RT is adjusted. Yes, it has. Okay. I don't really want to fire out all of the RT because when you fire all the HE, you lose the smoke, which is a bit annoying. But that's the system, and we're stuck with it. I should have another AA vehicle somewhere, shouldn't I? Yes. How far up are you going? You're going that far up. Let's stash you in this field then. And then once we got both boots on the ground, so to speak, we'll start moving the third one up. But yeah, I think we might take one of these teams here. Bring them back here, stash them in as a Kübelwagen, and drive them over to take some more ammo to the to this, because it's going to hit that eventually. Even if it has to knock down every tree in the line of sight. Right, okay then. Let's yeah, let's go.